Hi friends, it's Victor Costa, and welcome to the Daily Lift. I hope you're having an outstanding day, and I hope today's podcast makes it even better for you. There's an African proverb that states, "The child who is not embraced by the village will burn it down to feel its warmth." I don't know if you've heard that quote before, but it's very powerful. And we all understand what that means. It means that the person who is not included, the person who is marginalized, the person who is on the outskirts or on the outside will somehow make their attempt to show us how on the outskirts, how marginalized and how bad or sad they felt. And even though it may not happen in the same place, the same city, even the same country, we are all a party to it, aren't we? We're all involved. You know, it's kind of like the person who is a bully, and then there is the person who's bullied. But then there's the rest of us who stand by and don't do anything, and watch, and don't step in. So we are all a part of every transaction, whether we're the victim, whether we're the perpetrator, or whether we're the bystander. We're all part of the equation. So how can we tilt the scales of this world? How could we, as Steve Jobs said, make a ding in the universe? Don't we all want to do that? I think we can. I think we do want to. And so it begins with simplicity. It begins with embracing those people who may be different from us, who may be a little weird, the freak, the outsider. It's by saying hello to people. It's by offering a smile to someone. It's by asking, "Do you need any help? Can I do something for you?" What a lovely day it is, isn't it? I hope you have a good day. Please take care of yourself. A handshake, a smile. These are the things that are the beginnings of inclusion. They're valuable, our interactions, whether we are, again, the perpetrator, the victim, or the bystander. We are all part of the equation. And so we all know how the story goes, you know. A person who is not wanted will just show us how wanted they wanted to become. A person who is not loved will show us one day how much they wanted to be loved. And so, like I said, it may happen in a different part of the world, to a different group of people. But we can plant the seeds of inclusion. We can start being better to one another. The person you're sitting next to on the bus or the train and the interaction you have with them is the person that your children will be sitting next to on a bus or a train one day. And so this whole world kind of goes around, you know, it goes around, it comes around. We're not isolated from one another. When one thing happens to one of us, it happens to all of us, whether we recognize it that way or not. Sure, we're in different houses and in different cities and in different countries sometimes, but it's really, we're all one. And so how do we make that one unit just better? How can we make the world safer for each other? It's by loving the person next to you. It all starts that way. And so we can do this. Now we can make those people who are marginalized feel more included. You know, we can invite people to parties that may not be in the popular group. If you're the leader of the gang, you've got a responsibility. You know, we all do. But help people feel included. Don't exclude anyone. The things that they're weird for, the things that are unique about them, the freaky stuff, is the stuff that's really kind of cool. That's the stuff you want to know about for the most part, right? And so we know how this works. We know how love works. We know how kindness works. And it's up to us to embrace our neighbor, to show love where we can, you know. And that really feels good. I mean, it feels good for all of us, but it has consequences. And so that proverb is very potent. right? The child who is not embraced by the village will burn it down to feel its warmth. We want a safe village. We don't want it burned down. So we have to embrace all of the children, right? And that all those children grow up to be adults. We want to embrace all of the adults. Create peace where you can. Create love where you can. Turn the day into an extraordinary day. Say hi to people. Say hi to neighbors on the street. Say hi to people in the elevator. Hold the door for someone. You can do all this stuff because this stuff is what gets germinated and passed around like a virus. You have a choice of giving something can go viral that's wonderful and pleasant, or something that can go viral that's horrible. So we've got a responsibility, okay? And so today we can feel empowered and we can feel wonderful in having that responsibility by just seeing how it goes. I know a lot of people are waiting for the quid pro quo. You say hi to somebody, they don't say hi back, so you stop, right? I'm never going to say hi to other people. People don't recognize me. They don't notice it. It doesn't matter anymore. Well, you don't do it for someone else, really. You do it for yourself because you're part of the village that gets burned down. We don't want anything to happen to anyone. So let's start. Let's start spreading the good stuff, okay? And I know you can do it. And guess what? That's what the Daily Lift is. It's digging deep within yourself to do something nice and having that immediate, instant feeling of the joy of doing it. And I know that you're really going to enjoy doing this and recognizing that proverb and taking on this challenge of making the world a better place, because it starts with all of us. I hope you have a wonderful day. Victor Costa signing off for the Daily Lift.